So I surveyed over 30 random small streamers across the country. A simple question. What do you wish somebody told you before you started streaming, or some traps that you fell into that you wish somebody warned you about? Some of it was I wasted time on games that nobody wanted to watch. I never should have invested in expensive equipment. So all the answers that I collected were anonymous, so I had no way of knowing what anybody else was gonna say. So I narrowed it down to a few things that everybody can agree on. And I didn't ask any big streamers. I asked anybody that was probably averaging under 20 to see if all these streamers around the same size had the same experiences. So the follow for follow trap. So the first one that multiple people had in common was not falling for the follow for follow trap. Even right now, you can go to my social media under the comment section and you will find hundreds of comments of people asking for follow. It's very gross, transactional, and super hollow. If you take Twitch, for example, they have a minimum that you need for followers in order to hit affiliate. All new streamers come on the platform saying, and I just need to get there as quick as possible. So all they do is follow. But what they don't understand is that not a single one of these people that you did that exchange with are never going to show up and support you anyway. These are transactional friendships, aren't healthy. Some people give advice that isn't genuine and meant to hinder growth as a naive baby streamer. And you can see just 3 of these streamers that I asked said relatively the same thing. Go to my TikTok like right now. You will see from dozens of people when all I'm saying in the video is basically I want people to like support each other, open door policy for like questions, whatever. What you will see on those videos in the comment section is literally people commenting, hey, this is my name, I will follow back. These are just 3 responses, but there was a lot more. Whether it be follow for follow or for support, those things will never allow you to grow. One of the big things I've learned over the years is that followers actually don't mean anything on the platform. And we're talking specifically to Twitch. There's people out there that have hundreds of thousands of followers and only average about 30, 40. It seems like a big number, but for that many people, it's not. Or there's people that I know that have about 2,000 to 3,000 followers and average over 100. So follower count doesn't mean anything. The second common response that I got was about networking. This kind of comes right off of the follow for follow topic when we're talking about finding genuine connections and networking with other streamers. A lot of the streamers that submitted the survey said the same thing. They wish they networked earlier, finding peers that inspire you to do better, not thinking that anybody's going to steal your viewers, and you're going to run into a bunch of people that are using you for numbers anyway. And I actually think there's a lot more toxic people on the platform than there is genuine people, but it's up to you to actually get out there, talk to people, collab, network, whatever you need to do to find those genuine connections of people that want to support you at the start anyway. Your biggest supporters are going to be strangers that you don't know anyway, but if you're just starting on the platform and you need some experience, get comfortable talking to a camera, then you're going to want to find people that just genuinely want to support you for what you're doing. Once you build a community, it'll be kind of like your emotional support. Whether you're having a bad day or a good day, you're going to always look forward to going live. So the more you get out there and try to talk to like-minded individuals, the easier it's going to be for you. My biggest supporters that I've met through Twitch, I know in real life now. We've hung out in person, some of the best friendships I've ever had. So you never know what's going to happen out of this. Don't treat people as just a viewer and you'll get a lot further than you think. A lot of the streamers said you're going to find a lot of fake support out there that just are using you to hit partner status. They obsess about that partner status. They are willing to do whatever it takes in order to earn you as a viewer, and as soon as they get what they want, they're gone. Because so many of the streamers that I surveyed said the same thing, you're gonna see here that there's even more responses talking about networking. I wish I would have learned more about networking early on. I was so focused on making my stream look good at first, it never did, it never will be perfect. Creating real relationships without expecting anything in return is something I love now. I wish I did it earlier. This is one of the most consistent things you'll ever see when it comes to streamer advice or somebody just saying what they wish they knew going into it. I don't want to beat a dead horse or keep harping on it, but it is the #1 thing that'll help you grow. Or you could post a crazy clip and then you pop off overnight and then you're an anomaly and none of this matters anyway. So we either do the hard work to do some networking or you completely explode like your queso. Now we also have falling for gear hype. I fell for the you need a physical mixer hype back when stream gear was just getting more available. Never had the money for one, so I assumed my audio would be bad until I could get it. Finding out how easy it is with something like a digital mixer changed everything for me. So one of the big things that streamers talk about is what kind of gear you're using. I'm overkill. I have 2 DSLR cameras. Sure, Mike, this is a Tascam, but you can get by, and I'll put it on the screen, with a Fifine, Razer, all these brands that make it affordable for streamers and content creators on Amazon. You can buy a $20 camera, $20 mic, and a couple lights, and you are good to go. You can get a set of lights on Amazon for about $40, and it's what I I actually use. So if you've seen any of my streams or any of the clips that I post, that is off of $40 lights and a few LUTs, and we can get into that at a different time. But when it comes to audio, it is so attainable now that all you need to spend is about $20 or $30 on a microphone, plug it in USB, and you'll sound just as good as the big stream. There's also this weird thing where people tell you that you need to stream every single day in order to grow. The more I streamed, I found the less I was getting done. I went from streaming 5 or 6 days a week and cutting it down to 3, and then working on editing and clips on the side and just networking, and my average went from about 2 to 3 people to over 40. But you also can't let the viewer count dictate your mood. So for a while, you don't need to worry about that. Just worry about the small things: getting clips out there, your workflow, how to get videos out there, networking in other people's streams, building that genuine community, and then the rest of it will come naturally. I'm not guaranteeing anything, but these are some of the steps you can take right now in order to get ahead. Another common answer that a lot of streamers said was talking about burnout. I wish someone had told me how much work editing and off-stream work was going to take, and that the payoff for it would be a much longer ride. I thought I needed to stream every single day for more than 3 hours to hit affiliate. In reality, it hurt me more than it helped. This is why even big streamers like Ludwig was just teaching classes at Streamer University, talking about streaming less and working on YouTube and clips more. So if you're a streamer just starting out and you think you need to do those 10-hour days, 7 days a week, you're only hurting yourself. More frequent streams doesn't always mean better. Have a schedule that works for you and is healthy balance with life. It's okay to take time off. And if you're familiar with me at all, you've seen any of my clips, one of the #1 things that I talk about is authenticity. There's a big population out there of people that just want to come by and watch like a cozy streamer, competitive gamer, or a just chatting streamer that likes to actually have conversations when they go live with their audience. Or anything to get over the nerves of being on camera. I have no problem being silly around people. I know I'm worried about having an audience. So mechanic, I think I speak for everybody here when I say that comes with practice and time. You're never just going to be able to go live and it not be stressful or nerve-wracking or anything. Like, even to this day, I still get nervous going live. Repetition. It just shows you care. If you get nervous about something, it means you care. Talking on camera is a learned skill. So if you are going live and you're still like in your own head about being on camera, it just comes with time. Just keep it up. You know what I mean? Like, you have to keep going, have to keep talking, talk through the game, just be super active. You have to remember, like, being a streamer is essentially like being an entertainer first, you know, being authentic and being an actual gamer second. I wish I started just chatting sooner. I thought my value came from the games I played, so I did whatever made people follow me. It made me miserable. People came back for the conversations just as much as the game. Not everybody's gonna have the personality that people just want to watch every day, but people also don't want to support somebody that's being fake or have this character on or just not being their true self. So the best thing you can do is just be yourself. Turn your personality up to 11 maybe, but don't try to be somebody you're not, because the viewers are absolutely going to see through it. Or talk to your viewers like you would your best friends in your room with you. It doesn't mean you have to go crazy. If your personality is over the top, then be over the top. But if you're a shy person in real life, or you're just laid back and you have a very monotone voice, it's okay to be that person on stream as long as you're adding some sort of value or some sort of entertainment in with what you're doing or your community that makes them want to come back. What are you doing with your content without using follow for follow, support for support, that'll get people to come support you regardless of what you're doing? And that just boils down to authenticity. Be yourself. Turn the personality up a little bit, because you are streaming. You do have to be a little entertaining or add some value. Whatever you're doing, just make sure you're doing something and connecting with your community that makes them want to support you day in and day out. Just to recap on everything that we talked about, a few things: stay away from follow for follow, support for support. There's a lot of Discord servers out there that promote streamer growth. Those ones are the most guilty for feeding into the support for support culture. You have to network genuinely, find people that you would support in real life but on stream. You don't have to buy the most expensive gear. You can buy a $20 mic and be just as fine. Find a schedule that just works for you, because if you're streaming every day, you're gonna burn out really quickly. Maybe to start, set like 3 days a week that you want to stream, like 2 hours at a time, see how you like it, find your groove, and then take it from there. But if you're just a streamer that wants to go live, have fun, meet people want to connect with the streamer, not specifically what you're doing. So if you're streaming and you just started, take some of these things away. And if you're out there watching clips on TikTok, YouTube, wherever, and you find that a lot of these streamers are preaching the same thing about networking, authenticity, no follow for follow, any of these things that we talked about today, then you should see that if everybody's saying it, then it must be true. It's not always the case, but in streaming world, it's pretty honest.